I'm 51 and I'm going to share 5 summer items that I'm ditching from my closet, and I think you should ditch them too because they are not classy, they are not modern, and they are not chic. These are items that I wore, maybe in my 40s, maybe in my 30s, but I'm definitely not going to wear these anymore now that I am 51. And of course, along with the items you should be ditching from your closet, I'm going to be sharing what you can be wearing this summer in order to look chic and modern and feel like the best version of yourself, featured in 10 fabulous outfits. And as always, everything I am talking about will be linked down below in my description box. You can just click the little word "See More" and the description box will turn up. I will also add them to my YouTube links. So those little pictures that you see underneath the video, you can click those to shop the items as well. And I will be sharing an unfortunate dating story at the end of the video because Mr. GK and I did break up. So if you're interested in my dating life, please stick around to the end. All right, the first thing I am ditching from my closet now that I am 51 are ripped denim shorts, also denim shorts that are too short. Now, I will still be wearing denim shorts, but my little style trick that I always follow when I'm wearing shorts, especially now that I'm a little bit older, is I always size up one size, because the absolute worst thing you can do when wearing shorts, whether they're denim shorts or khaki shorts or linen shorts or whatever, is wearing shorts that are too small, because this is honestly one of the biggest fashion mistakes that I see women making, and it's honestly like my worst fashion pet peeve. So try sizing up in your shorts one size and let me know how that works for you. So these are some fabulous A Gold E shorts. They're called the D short. They're probably one of my absolute favorite pairs of shorts because they are high-waisted. There's not any rips in them. They're long enough so that they come well below my bum. They're like the perfect length. They're not too long, because I do realize that Bermuda shorts are really in style right now, but that's one summer trend I will be skipping because I personally don't love Bermuda shorts. Let me know down below in the comments if you agree. And then I just decided to wear this fabulous white gauzy button down over this look. This is an easy gauzy button down. It's under $50. It's from Quince. So such a great price, even though it is very high quality. And that's one of my favorite ways to wear button downs in the summertime, is just leave them unbuttoned, sort of wearing them like a third layer. And then I just layered it over this easy white tank top in my favorite silver Veronica Beard sandals. These are some comfortable slides. They're flat, so you can walk in them forever without your feet hurting. They come in several different colors. Now, if these are out of your budget, no worries. I found some fabulous silver slides on the Walmart website that almost look identical to these. I just ordered them. They'll be in my video next week, but they're like literally probably like $25. So what a steal for such a beautiful pair of silver sandals. Now, if you don't want to wear shorts, because I realize some of you don't like wearing shorts, you could always opt for a denim mini skirt. Just make sure it's not too short, because any denim mini skirts I had in my closet that were too short or too ripped, I also ditched those. I love this particular denim mini skirt because it's not too short. I think it's the perfect length. It's also high-waisted, and because there's no rips in it, I do think it is very tasteful and perfect for any age. And then I just paired it with my favorite new Simkai black tee. I love the exaggerated shoulder pads in this tee. It's also slightly cropped, so it looks really good with high-waisted denim or shorts. It is so incredibly soft. I own it in white too because it is that good. Now, no worries if this one is out of your budget. They have a similar one on the Amazon website that looks almost identical, but it's the fraction of the price, and I'll be sure and link it as well. I paired this outfit with these fabulous mesh black sneakers. Because they are mesh, they're actually very breathable and perfect for summertime. I also love this awesome platform because it kind of adds a few inches, which is always a plus, especially if you're 5'4" like me. I think anytime I can wear a shoe that makes me look taller, I always love that. Now, the second thing I'm ditching from my closet are those smocked baby doll tops. So I just think those look like they're like too young. They're also a little bit dated and out of style. And I think that definitely there's other tops that you can wear in the summertime, that I can wear in the summertime, that are much more modern, much more chic, and just more polished and put together. And this brown ruched top is a perfect example. Even though it is sleeveless, it still looks very classy and elegant. Why? Because it's a beautiful chocolate brown shade. It's a solid color. It's made of high quality fabric. I love the ruching around the bodice area, and then these beautiful sleeveless sleeves are anything but ordinary. This is the perfect look to wear on a date night or a girl's night out. I paired this fabulous top with these amazing Anita Bing jeans. These are called the Hue jean, and they're one of my favorite high-waisted, wide-leg denim silhouettes, which is all the rage right now in the denim world. I absolutely love these jeans. I paired them with my new favorite Givenchy bag, which, by the way, ladies, if you love this bag as much as I do, now is the perfect time to grab it because it is 40% off, and this like literally never happens. Now I wanted to show y'all another way to wear that black Simkai top because again, this is another perfect example of a top that's more sophisticated and polished and elegant versus like those smocked baby doll tops. This again is that Simkai tee with the shoulder pads, and it is slightly cropped, but it looked fabulous with these high-waisted white Good American jeans. If I had to pick one pair of white denim in my closet that I'm really loving right now, these would be them. The denim is so incredibly soft. It's also thick enough to hide any of those challenge areas because sometimes white denim can be too thin and it shows like cellulite and loose skin, so you definitely don't want to do that. There are some other things you don't want to do when wearing white jeans, and I made an entire video on this. That video is actually doing really well, so it's a definite must watch. I'll link it down below in my description box in case you want to watch it. The third thing that I am ditching from my closet are plastic cheap flip-flops. Now, yes, the elevated thong sandal is definitely on trend, but all of the cheap flip-flops, I'm also ditching the Tory Burch flip-flops I had in my closet that I wore years ago because they are definitely out of style and I still see people wearing them. So if you're still wearing your Tory Burch flip-flops, I would ditch those. No offense. If you love your Tory Burch flip-flops, I'm certainly not here to tell you what to do. To each his own. I'm just sort of sharing what I prefer and what I do believe is in style and out of style. And instead, I love my Amazon Gold kitten heels. These have like a 1 inch to 2 inch heel, so very comfortable, very wearable. There's padding in the footbed. They're a beautiful champagne gold color, so they go with everything. I think I've worn these heels at least 50 times in the last 2 months because they are that good. They go with everything. I paired them with one of my favorite light blue denim mini dresses. This is by Paige Denim. It is so flattering. It does have a slight A-line around your hip area, so I honestly think it's a really great dress for any body type as long as you love your legs. If you don't love your legs, obviously I wouldn't recommend wearing a mini dress, but this one also does a great job of accentuating your waist. It's comfortable, it's very classy, and it's one of my favorite things to wear in the summertime. Now, another way to style those amazing gold kitten heels from Amazon, which by the way are under $100, is with this under $60 midi dress. This dress is so comfortable. It's a beautiful slate blue shade, which is also very on trend for summer. This one is from Nordstrom. I can't believe it's only like $59. Like seriously, it looks way more expensive than that in person. It is form-fitting, but it's not skin tight. So I think it is one of the most fabulous summer dresses I own. The fourth thing that I'm not going to be wearing, this is really not something I'm going to be ditching from my closet as much as it is something I won't be wearing anymore in the summertime, which is sleeveless tops with shorts. I just don't think this creates much of a balance. It doesn't really look very elevated and very polished. If I'm going to wear shorts, I'm going to wear a long sleeve top or drape a jacket with my shorts or wear my shorts with a blazer or wear my shorts with this amazing vest from Zara that I just got because I just think shorts look better if you don't just wear them with a plain tank top. And if I do wear a sleeveless top, I'm going to be wearing that with jeans because again, this creates balance. I'm showing skin on the top portion of my body, so I want to cover the skin on the bottom portion of my body. So this is an amazing sleeveless denim top from Nordstrom. I love the cut of it. It's extremely flattering. And because it's sleeveless, it is a great thing to wear in the summertime. And I paired it with these amazing ivory jeans. These are $50 jeans. They're from Quince. Trust me when I say they look and feel like designer denim, so incredibly soft. They do have a slight flare silhouette, which means they're going to make your legs look long and slim. And then I just did my favorite elevated tan thong sandals from Revolve. And here's an example of me wearing shorts, not with just a tank top, but actually adding the third layer, the black button down, and leaving it unbuttoned and wearing the button down more of a jacket versus wearing it as a shirt. And I really love the way this look turned out. This is a great, easy, casual black button down. I paired it over a quince cropped tank top, and then these are some fabulous mousy denim shorts. They are a bit pricey, but when you consider the cost per wear, if you're gonna wear them a lot, they're absolutely worth it. I think I've owned these shorts for like 3 or 4 years. I'm pretty sure I've worn them at least, I don't know, 70 times probably. They're fabulous. They're made of premium denim. They're very vintage inspired. They're high-waisted. And my favorite thing about these mousy shorts is that their circumference around your thighs is actually a little bit bigger. And what that does is it makes your legs look smaller. So that's why I really love these mousy shorts. The fifth thing that I won't be wearing anymore now that I'm 51 are thong, skimpy bikinis, because yes, in my younger days when I was, 20s, 30s, even early 40s, I would occasionally wear a thong bikini. Of course, not when I was on vacation with my kids, but if I was ever on vacation alone, like with my ex-husband, yes, I would wear those skimpy bikinis. And now that I'm 51, I'm comfortable wearing a bikini still, but I do look for more full coverage in the back, and I found the two perfect bikinis that offer full coverage in the back. These are both only $40. They come with the cover up. I have the chocolate brown version and I have the black version because they're that flattering. And again, the back does offer full coverage. They're high-waisted. This material is so soft. It feels good on your skin. The bikini doesn't move around or slip around like a lot of bikinis can do. I love the gold detailing in the middle of this triangle top. It actually comes with a mini skirt cover up, so incredibly chic to wear poolside, beachside, take on vacation with you. And then I decided to pair the chocolate brown bikini with this other matching set from Revolve. This is a great cover up. It's under $100. It comes with the tank and the maxi skirt. It comes in black, it comes in red, and it comes in white. And I think I mentioned this, I own the black and the white because for under $100, you just can't go wrong. And I think it's one of the chicest swimsuit cover-ups I own. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you'll be ditching from your closet now after listening to this video. And now let's get to the Mr. GK story, why we broke up. It does make me a little bit sad, but I'm actually proud of myself for choosing myself and not lowering my standards. So let me just kind of tell you in a nutshell what happened. So we dated for 6 weeks. The last week and a half, I sort of felt his energy pull back a little bit. He was communicating a little bit less on text. He wasn't as affectionate or playful or flirty in his text like he was. And basically this last Friday, we had a date planned. He canceled the date last minute because he needed to spend time alone with his 16-year-old daughter. And although I completely understand that and think that absolutely kids come first, and of course his kids are a priority over me, I didn't love the way he went about it because he waited until noon on Friday, the day of the date, to cancel the date. He could have canceled the date the night before. I had also sent him a text that morning asking him what time he was going to be picking me up, and I sent that text at 9 a.m. He didn't respond to my text for 3 hours, and that's when he called me and canceled the date. So I just didn't love this. I was very open with him about it. I said, this doesn't make me happy. I feel a little bit uncomfortable, whatever. We did talk through it though. We had a great conversation. We talked through it. And then he was like, well, when can I see you next? So basically we decided we would go on our next date on Tuesday because it was Father's Day weekend. He had his kids all weekend, so he wasn't going to be able to see me. So we decided Tuesday was going to be the night we were going to be able to see each other, okay? Well, I'm super excited and looking forward to Tuesday. So he calls me over the weekend a few times. He texts me a few times. So that was good. I loved that communication. And then on Monday morning, he sent me a text, and it was kind of like another vanilla text that I didn't love, but I was like, don't read too much into the text, don't let that get to you. Then Monday at 3:30, he actually called me and we talked on the phone, and I was wanting to say, so what time are you picking me up tomorrow? But then I was like, don't do that. Let him say it. Let him tell you what the plan is because he knows you guys are going out tomorrow night. So what he says is, oh, I thought we were seeing each other for lunch tomorrow. And I said, no, I told you that I couldn't do lunch, that I could only do dinner. And he was like, oh, well, I forgot. I forgot about that, but we can absolutely do dinner. And then I was like, oh, really? Like you forgot that we had our date scheduled for tomorrow night? And I was like, that makes me feel kind of sad and a little bit unimportant. And then he was like, well, I'm sorry if I made you feel unimportant. That wasn't my intention. And then he said this, which I couldn't believe he said this. These words actually came out of his mouth. He said, well, now that I know that I have you, I'm just not putting in as much effort. And I was like, oh my gosh, he literally said exactly what I've been feeling like the last 5, 6, 7 days. And I wasn't going to bring it up. I was just going to kind of observe his actions and then act accordingly. And so I said exactly that. Wow, I can't believe you just said that. And then he was like, oh my gosh, I was just joking. And I'm like, what do you mean you're joking? Like, that's not a joke. You can't take it back. By the way, that's exactly how I've been feeling. And I said, so maybe we're just not the best match because I'm really looking for somebody to plan dates. And he was like, I don't think I can live up to that standard. And then he was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is a breakup call. He's like, I'm in the middle of a work day. Can I call you tonight? So I said, sure. So he called me that night, which was Monday night. And he's basically, the first thing out of his mouth was, I can't live up to your standards. I'm not ready for this level of responsibility. So, okay, I think that's really showing his emotional unavailability. And in the beginning, when he was trying to court me and really trying to nail me down and make me his girlfriend, he sure was showing up differently. But now it's like the first uncomfortable conversation we have, he wants out and he's not willing to compromise or meet my standards. And I wasn't about to lower my standards. So I said, okay, I guess it's best we go our separate ways. And we were like, okay, that's, I'm sorry. Okay, goodbye. And that's it. But I think I really did dodge a bullet because I really think this man wasn't emotionally available enough and didn't have the capacity to meet my needs. Some people might say your needs are too much, but I don't think so. I don't think asking a man to plan dates and asking a man to be consistent with his communication is asking too much. Maybe I was just asking the wrong man. And so there you go. I wish him the best. Of course I feel a little bit sad as I should, right? Like I cared about him, but it's okay. Like I always say, when you remove the wrong man from your life, you make room for the right man to come along. So I think I'm going to just kind of stay single for a while, focus on myself, read the book again, Attached, because I heard that was a fabulous book. I've actually already read it one time and then somebody else recommended it again. So I think I'm going to go back and read it again. It's all about relationship attachments. And I definitely think I'm more of an anxious attachment and he was more of an avoidant. Anyways, it's just a great book learning about how you can relate to others in relationships. So leave me a comment down below and let me know if you agree with what I did. For more style information, you can head over to my blog, sewheather.com, and on Instagram, I'm sewheatherblog. And in case no one has told you yet today, I love you, you're beautiful, and you're amazing just the way you are. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.